Hey Gemini, do feel mind tarot here with your mid-September 2024 tarot and oracle card readings. Um, Here we are going to do the general energies for the mid-month. Go into your energies that you bring into this general energy for you. Additional information to the tarot cards, as well as and any additional information and advice from Spirit. So here we go. So Spirit, what messages, what general energies does that Gemini can expect coming forward in the mid-month of September 2004, Spirit? Thank you. For Gemini. I feel one more shuffle. Why is this upside down? I'm not taking any of them upside down. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Again, this is similar to Taurus read, but this is decision to move. Maybe you want to move, Gemini, like maybe physically move or move in a particular direction. Could be similar to the Taurus read. You could have Taurus in your chart, but there is a decision to take a certain path or to actually physically move. Friend, you could feel this inspiration. Maybe it could come as a sudden inspiration in the mid-month that you need to make some kind of move, some kind of change. Maybe you might find out some information. Like for example, say you wanted to move, you were thinking of moving house, like you're moving away, and all of a sudden someone tells you about, like maybe a friend tells you about some kind of house that's available, or maybe you move in jobs or something like that. But there's this decision that you would find yourself making in mid-September of having to move somewhere physically or mentally. Yeah, but you could find out that through a friend. You know, somebody could be telling you about an opportunity, someone you consider as a friend. Could be a Libra or a Leo or a Cancer. You can move to somewhere more sunny, doesn't have to be. Or you could be moving very soon, because I'm seeing the sun out, so it could be that it's a sunny place. I don't know. So what is Gemini feeling? What is this about for the mid-September, 2024? What is this all about for Gemini? Can you give us please some background, Spirit, on this? Like what is Gemini bringing to this? How are they feeling? Excuse me. Alright, so two cards jumped out. This also came up for, I believe it was Aries. But anyway, this card jumped out first. So we have Destiny. Ooh. So you are destined to meet somebody. This is something that is ordained. The reason why I'm saying that is because these two people, these young people, this young couple, I don't know, it could be male and female, but it's two people here coming before elders. So it could be that you are destined to meet this person, or this person is destined to tell you about this move. It's something that's destined to happen for you. Then we have completion. You'll be completing something. Maybe you're completing, okay, for example, say this is a job, as I said before. Someone will be telling you about it. Could be, right? You hear about it. And you're destined to put an end to this job, give you 2 weeks notice or whatever, and then you move forward with this, but there's a destiny here behind it. Whatever cycle that you're on, what you were doing before, it's done, it's complete, it's ended. It doesn't have to be that someone actually died, even though it shows it's just the end of a situation. It's putting something to rest. It could be something that was painful, with grief here. And when I say there's no grief, but I'm talking about, so maybe you grieve the loss of something, and now you're putting it in, and there's a destiny coming forward for you. I think with trickery, in front of this workaholic card, you could be kind of, this could be talking about this situation that has ended though. This trickery and workaholic. Maybe you were working hard on something, like on a particular job. I'm bringing back a job situation because this is the best way I can explain this. So for example, say you were working hard at a job, but they were getting more from you than they were giving. So they were paying you less than you were working. You were working more than what they were giving you in pay, right? You'll be putting an end to that, and you'll be moving forward into a new job. If this is a relationship, even though I don't really see that, right? But I'm just seeing these two couples here. So there's a relationship, the decision to move away from it, right? Someone will be telling you, hey, this guy is single, or hey, this woman is single, and maybe you were working hard on a relationship that wasn't working. This is just examples. Working hard on a relationship that wasn't working, you were putting too much into it, they weren't putting in enough. That's the end of that, right? You move forward, or you did this in the past. Hopefully you're not jumping from one situation to another, but you're destined to meet this new person. Say you're supposed to move, you're working on a house, and the house somehow, no matter how you work on it, it's not bearing fruit, right? You're working on it, you're fixing it up, it's still a piece of crap. Hey, I found out, if you sell your house here, or maybe this is a neighborhood you're working on, or whatever, I don't know, and you put an end to that, and you're just destined to buy a new house, and so this is what I'm seeing. You're putting an end to something that was not in your favor. So let me see, can I get some additional information on this? Please, Spirit, for Gemini, any additional information for Gemini about the situation? Can we get some clarifiers? Yeah. See, that card came out again. You see this? This is deception and envy in the reverse. So this is like the Seven of Swords, right? So you have the power and control. This is the Leo card. You have the strength. Okay, this is given in the month of mid-September. You have the power, right, to push forward, because I think with this Eight of Pentacles, things wasn't working. Again, it's like working for nothing. It's not moving forward. Things are not moving forward. So you have the power to make these changes now. You know, you could have felt that you weren't advancing. We have, yeah, the Two of Pentacles. You're making this choice, okay? Because things were not, this is like the magician. Things were not changing, right? In the past, you know, no matter how much you try to, you know, make things grow, maybe it wasn't growing, right? We have emotional withdrawal. This is like the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you kept coming back to a situation that probably, you know, that most likely was not working, no matter how much you try to make changes. You have the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Five of, yeah. So this is definitely expanding on the situation here. Things were not moving forward. You felt like you didn't have a choice actually. So you kept coming back to it and it still wasn't bringing forth anything, you know? But you no longer, you know, you're no longer feeling deceived. You no longer want to feel deceived, right? But this is a continuous cycle of this thing going on and on and on and on, coming back to something that's not working. Yeah. It's like going round in circles. But this is saying that you have the power. Let me add some information to it to see if this will, you know, give me some food, you know, anchor this in to see if I'm right about this. Please, Spirit, could you expand on this energy? Give me some cards to further explain this. Thank you, Spirit. This is a lot. Okay. I'm not sure if this all. Okay, so chose to focus on the lighter side of life. So maybe something in the past had you like worried, you know, because the Five of Pentacles could talk about feelings of like there's a sense of lack here, you know, but now you're seeing things on a more light-hearted energy, or more light-heartedness is coming forward towards you. You have imagination, discipline, that same friendship we were talking about, this same courage with power here, and success. So this seems to be a cycle here of things like no matter how hard you work into it, put, you know, whatever you put into it, it's not bearing fruit up here. But it seems like with this energy, it's like you'll find a place or a situation where your creativity is allowed to flow, where you feel a much more, a sense of more camaraderie and what do you call it, like a soul family kind of vibe here, you know. You will have power, confidence, strength, and you will succeed in this, right? Because this right here is the overall energy, which is good. This is strength. You do have the strength, right? Your strength over this kind of energy here. A lighter energy is coming in, one of success, one of camaraderie and creativity, as I said before, and where you feel you can grow. This here, this energy here is not the energy of growing. This is the energy of like, you know, pouring. I don't know how to describe that. It's like putting eggs in a, no, putting water in a basket with a big hole on the bottom. No matter how much you pour into it, it's not giving the result. But you keep returning to pour more water in, right? But you had the strength to deal with this. But now you move into something even lighter, you know, where you will bear fruit and you will see success, you know, instead of that energy. So, Spirit, what is the advice for Gemini for mid September? What's your advice for Gemini about this energy? What they'll be going through in the month of is moving away from this into this. So one card popped out. We have dry desert. And then we have solitude. Look at this, 3113. You see that synchronicity? Moving from absolute dryness to water. Or maybe the other way around. But anyways, moving from one energy to another. But there is a move here. Definitely moving away. Yeah. I think you could be feeling a sense of abandonment. Wherever you're moving away from, you felt a sense of isolation, which was a real challenge. You know, so you could be moving into something a little less, like you can't really see. It may seem a little bit, not dry. It maybe seem a little bit like you feel like, you know, like when you move into the desert, it's almost like you don't know where you'll end up. You know, you don't have the resources that you need. It feels like it, but it's more to it. Because we see the eagle here, you know, there's a higher perspective with that. Let me see. And with these repeating numbers, it is a synchronicity here. It's ordained. It's your destiny. So number 31. So is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? This card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey through harsher circumstances. Okay. So actually what this is saying is that it's you were put in this situation because you had to adapt to something. You had to adapt to it. This give you the power to be resilient, you know, to whatever came. You know, it's almost like it gave you kind of a backbone. It gave you muscles, you know. Consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of the outer environment. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. So I think this is talking about what you had gone through. Now we have solitude, number 13. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or to push forward in any way. What is called for now is to step back and take your focus off your life and your troubles. Okay, that's interesting. So this could be in the state that you are now. This is the energy that's moving towards you. You're destined to put this to an end. But in the meantime, you have been asked to go into a state of meditation to find the answers. You were given this situation that wasn't working in order to give you the resilience that you would need to follow your destiny. Okay? And that was your challenge here. That was your challenge. That was the mountain that you had to overcome. Your challenge now would be to really go within, you know, and really review everything that you have learned and to kind of sit still with yourself, right? So I hope this is kind of pretty straightforward, but I hope this helped and I hope it resonated, Gemini. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Take care, Gemini. Bye.